Blasts bring snowfall to parts of New South Wales, including the Barrington Tops. Exhaustion to the extreme. Two Aussie brothers cross the finish line few have ever completed. Donald Trump scraps Kamala Harris's security ahead of a tour of the US.
It's the original Queensland rivalry with absolutely no love. On a Superstar Saturday, it's must win for the Broncos to make the top four. The Cowboys out to spoil the party. That is unbelievable! A Saturday night footy showstopper. Live and free on 9 and 9 now.
Allergies getting you down? Try Claritine Hay Fever and Allergy Relief from Chemist Warehouse. It relieves symptoms such as itchy runny nose, itchy watery eyes, sneezing and hives. Take just one tablet per day for fast, effective, non-drowsy relief. Whenever symptoms strike, it's Claritine. Try Claritine Hay Fever and Allergy Relief, 110 tablets, just $39.99 at Chemist Warehouse. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
I should stay home and do my guitar lessons.
Doing more paying than playing? Westpac's Clever Tag takes you from forgotten subscriptions to found savings. To get it done, it takes a little Westpac.
Get your dose of delicious with Domino's Cookie Dessert Pizza. Handmade donut dough topped with choc lava, cookie crumble, and drizzled with irresistible icing. New Cookie Dessert Pizza from $10 at Domino's.
Some of us still not comparing car insurance as premiums rise.
You save on car wash, why not save bucket loads comparing car insurance deals?
It pays to compare.
Simple.
Your internet working?
You know it is, Lynn. You know it is.
You're not jumping ahead on our show, are you?
I'm shaking at the accusation, Lynn. See, that's not the wind.
Well, you want to watch it together?
Spoiler alert. Let's binge.
Driving
In a bit of a mess, Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect, and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
The Spiegel Tent returns to Newcastle from September 5th with Le Ronde, a captivating new experience for the bold and the curious, featuring world-class provocateurs from the creators of Blanc de Blanc and Limbo. Hold on tight and enjoy the trip.
Welcome back to our wonderful cruise along the Douro River aboard Scenic Azure, which has landed us in the delightful town of Pinhao. It is ripe and ready for exploring. This whole experience is like a choose your own adventure. Scenic provide all the options and you get to pick and choose as you please. Well, today I have spun the wheel and it has landed on kayaking. From free time to do whatever you please, to all-inclusive tours, your days can be as busy or as peaceful as you please. And with options like hiking and kayaking, the more active guests among us are well and truly covered. So we're at the point where 2 rivers converge. Exactly. Now, it's a tributary of the Douro River, has its source in the Alvão Mountain, which is north Douro Valley, Douro Wine region, and meets the Douro River in this very place, and gives name to the town. In the vines just above Pinhao is Quinta da Roeda, sitting in one of the most spectacular locations in the Douro Valley.
What is it about the Douro Valley that makes your wines so famous all around the world?
Well, the unique terroir we have here in the Douro wine region, the geologic formation mainly composed by slate. Then we have the Mediterranean microclimate and also human hands tame this region.
I think they would be very hard-working human hands. This is so steep, it would be really labour-intensive.
Absolutely, you're right. So even nowadays, almost all the working stages here in the Douro wine region are still done by hand.
Croft Wines and its vineyards are some of the oldest in existence, and tradition is still proudly upheld.
When the grapes arrive, we need to stomp to tread the grapes.
Oh, they still do that?
Exactly. 1, 2, left, right, 1, 2. Imagine this for 2 hours.
2 hours?
Exactly. The second phase we call freedom, so 2 more hours. Then we can have the accordion ladies singing, dancing.
So people are like freestyling, whatever they want to do.
Freestyle. That's
as long as they're stomping.
2 more hours, so in total 4 hours.
The proof, of course, is in the port itself.
This one here, it is a really good wine, a porter wine for the summer days, the hot summer days. You can drink as an appetizer before a meal, or if you wish, you can make a cocktail. Saúde. Saúde. Cheers.
Oh, it's got a very deep flavour to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back on board Scenic Azure, every evening the dining is top-notch. But tonight, I've been invited to try something a little special.
Portobello's, it's a very important venue for us on board because it's all about Portuguese flavors. So it's all about sharing our Portuguese tradition.
We've been on other cruises and, yeah, it doesn't compare to Scenic. Like, yeah, the food, the staff.
Probably one of my favourite things is they do my ironing. And that is because I do everybody's ironing.
It's such a treat, isn't it?
It is a luxury.
Explore the wonders of Portugal in truly all-inclusive ultra-luxury on board Scenic Azure. Exclusive scenic and rich experiences, scenic free choice activities, all on-board meals and drinks are included. Secure your 2026 river cruise with economy class flights included, valued up to $2,900 per person. Getaway viewers can save an additional $300 per person with an exclusive voucher. To request your voucher, visit scenic.com.au/getaway, call 1300 790 372 or speak to your nearest travel advisor.
Thanks for travelling with us again. Next week, I am in the medieval city of Bruges in Belgium, an urbanised hub for trade, craft production, art, culture, luxury, and all-round sumptuousness, before jumping aboard Scenic Pearl for a cruise down the Rhine and Moselle rivers. The glorious Rhine. You just succumb to its constant, comforting glide. See you then. Good night.
Tonight, the federal government's quiet deal to ship immigration detainees to Nauru. Police widen the search area for accused killer Desi Freeman in Victoria. Punched, kicked, threatened with knives, the disturbing rise of appalling customer behaviour. Snow and strong winds just days before spring. Parts of New South Wales shiver through a cold snap. Sign a deportation deal. Australia will give the Pacific Island nation $400 million to take our criminal migrants.
The man charged over this attack on a Perth grandmother.
I blacked out. I thought I was dying.
Allegedly carried it out after a High Court decision forced the release of hundreds of immigration detainees, some with violent criminal histories.
We want to see as many of these people removed from our community.
Now the government is hoping to deport them to Nauru, quietly signing a $400 million deal with the Pacific Island nation, and introducing laws this week designed to remove their legal protections.
These provisions can and are being used by non-citizens to delay and frustrate their removal at cost to the Commonwealth.
If you want to come to Australia, live in our home, you obey our laws, or you get punted.
That rejected by some.
Suspending natural justice is a new low
for the Labor government.
Incredibly alarming that we would allow this unchecked, unfettered power in our legal system.
International trips usually come with a lot of fanfare. In this case, though, the Minister's office hasn't even provided one photo of his visit to Nauru. While Labor keeps quiet, not so quiet will be planned protests this weekend, pushing back against so-called mass migration.
We didn't vote for 500,000 migrants a year. Fight, fight, fight.
The government outright condemning the protests, the opposition with more nuance.
In Australia, we protect the right to an opinion and the right to protest. But that must be done peacefully and respectfully.
Israel has declared Gaza City a dangerous combat zone, saying it's in the initial stages of a planned offensive. The IDF adding it was spending humanitarian pauses for the area, which have allowed food and other aid materials to be brought in during the day. Israel has also confirmed it has recovered the bodies of 2 hostages. A huge explosion has engulfed a petrol station in Russia's southwest. Locals had started filming the initial blast before a second larger fireball erupted, sending them running for safety. Several people at the fuel station are believed to have died. Never-before-seen video and documents from the Matt Wright trial have been made public after a jury found him guilty of perverting the course of justice in the aftermath of a deadly chopper crash. This photo shows the fuel gauge on the doomed helicopter taken the day it went down in the Northern Territory, killing Wright's best mate, Chris Wilson, in 2022. Invoices also showing pilot Sebastian Robinson was paid up to $1,000 a day to collect crocodile eggs. Matt Wright will be sentenced on October 6, but intends to appeal the verdict. Victoria Police has widened the search for accused killer Desi Freeman, the high country manhunt hampered by a cold snap. While locals hunkered down and businesses shut up shop, the situation's done little to dissuade those travelling to nearby snow resorts.
As more armour and extra eyes in the sky arrived from interstate, the search widened for Victoria's most wanted man.
If you know where the caves are and you know where everything is, you can go all the way down to Mountford, down to Gippsland.
Surrounded by snow-capped peaks in Paulpunka, tactical officers closed in on a property in the neighbouring town of Myrtleford.
They've got a job to do, and hopefully they find him.
While tourists were told to stay away from the alpine area, some said the snow was just too good to resist.
We just passed, follow the rules, and then it will be safe. I was hoping there'd be less people because of it.
We did drive through. Yes, it is a bit scary to think about.
The below freezing temperatures, a new challenge to contend with. Tough on officers, but it could have been even tougher on their target.
Put yourself in that circumstance. I mean, you know, if you haven't got food and warm clothes, I mean, yeah, very cold.
As part of the investigation, police are also looking into any of Desi Freeman's associates. Last night, a property was raided here in Bright. A 61-year-old man was taken into custody over drugs and weapon offences. He claims to not know Desi Freeman personally, but admits they were both in online groups together. Police are also leaning on the local community for information as they try to gain the upper hand to find a bushman who's in hiding.
If he knows that area, he'll be okay, I think. That's the trouble. They'll have to really hunt him out.
And the funeral arrangements have now been confirmed for the 2 fallen officers. The local community continues to rally behind the force, as Isabel Quinlan reports from Wangaratta.
It's a pretty tight-knit community here in northeast Victoria, and they continue to show their support for all Victoria Police members, as well as pay their respects to those 2 fallen officers, Detective Leading Senior Constable Neil Thompson and Senior Constable Vidyan Devart. Earlier today here at the Wangaratta Police Station, we saw a group of bikies drop off a huge floral display. This is just one of the many tributes that people have been adding to the growing memorial here. Now, the funeral arrangements for those 2 officers have been confirmed by Victoria Police. The pair will be farewelled with full honours at a private ceremony at the Victoria Police Academy in Glen Waverley. Devart's funeral will be held on September 5 and Thompson's will be held on Monday, September 8.
New data has revealed the true scale of people waiting for aged care home packages. The Health Department has told a Senate inquiry 200,000 elderly Australians are either waiting to receive care or waiting to be assessed for a home care package.
It is plain wrong, indeed it's cruel, that people are dying on the wait list, a wait list that we now know is 200,000 people long.
The Coalition, Greens and Independent Senator David Pocock are set to introduce legislation next week that would force the Albanese government to act. Days out from spring, a cold snap has hit New South Wales, bringing snow to areas from the Hunter to the northwest and the central tablelands to the Blue Mountains. Dozens of towns were painted white, with polar winds making temperatures feel even chillier.
Rolling out the welcome mat to winter's last hurrah, an early morning visitor greeted from the warmth of the front door.
We woke up to just white everywhere. It was really pretty.
There was a nice thin layer of white covering this morning.
Front yards and backyards, parks and pubs, main roads and suburban streets all the same. And for some, it tasted good. In what could be the final fall of winter, some were feeling nostalgic.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It came in the dark of night as temperatures were the lowest at Blackheath in the Blue Mountains, flakes falling on empty train station tracks. Further west at Oberon in the central Tablelands, fields dusted in white. A cold chill in the air in Canberra this morning, icing on top of Brindabella Range. Just 45 minutes away in Corran Forest, you wouldn't know spring was just 2 days away. These locals wished they had a pair of Ugg boots, inches of fresh snow not stopping playtime for kids and kangas. Temperatures feeling much colder in Sydney thanks to the Antarctic blast.
The wind chill has made conditions feel much colder. So for many places, it might say that the temperature is about 10 degrees, but it might feel more like 0. So it has been significantly cold in that regard.
That wind brought down a tree on Pennant Hills Road at North Parramatta and made for shaky landings at the airport. Relentless rain, snow and bitter cold winds, winter waving goodbye, spring now ready to say hello. James Wilson, NBN News.
A dusting too in the Barrington Tops. Icy temperatures bringing fresh snow overnight. Strong winds lash the Hunter with gusts of up to 96 kilometres an hour recorded at Nobby's in Newcastle today. And it wreaked havoc with the power grid. Around 500 customers without electricity between Gresford and Allworth earlier today after a tree brought down lines. Several businesses even closing in Clarencetown. Around 1,300 in Port Stephens also had interruptions. Upper Hunter Shire Council is calling for a review of disaster recovery grant rules. It comes after an upgrade to a crucial water main between Glenbourne Dam and Scone had to be delayed when it was damaged in a recent wet weather event. Water and sewerage isn't included in the state's natural disaster funding. Council instead footing the $500,000 bill.
We'd just like to see water and sewerage assets eligible for natural disaster funding, similar to roads, bridges and community halls and the other essential assets that councils manage.
A State Reconstruction Authority spokesperson says any changes would require an agreement with the Commonwealth. The federal government is fast-tracking help for first home buyers from October 1 by offering 5% deposits, but experts question if the stimulus will drive up prices. More young people are turning to properties needing renovations, but even those homes are still too pricey to nab.
This 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom Charlestown home isn't easy on the eye, but its auction guide of $700,000 is.
Homes anywhere in that, late sixes, early sevens always generate huge volumes of inquiry. We had 120 inspections on the property, issued 50 contracts, and had something like 25 people register to bid.
And the latest totality data suggests why. The median value for Lake Macquarie houses more than $960,000. In Newcastle, it's more than $1 million. For sibling duo Brooke and Joshua Way, a place like this is their ticket to getting a foot in the market. This, their 6th auction.
It's definitely steep, but look, for what you get, I guess everything needs a bit of work in the price range that a first-home buyer is looking in.
So even with the federal government stimulus coming into place, first-home buyers still have to borrow a lot of money to enter the market. And a lot of the time they're borrowing a lot of money and getting homes not dissimilar than this.
The Waratah Avenue property going under the hammer this afternoon.
825! Sold!
The successful bidder dropping more than $100,000 over the starting bid, even with a revamp ahead.
Buyers have a very limited options on what they can buy in these street price brackets and are prepared to bid more money to get them.
Jessica Warboys, NBN News.
A cohort of riders have returned from a mammoth 500-kilometre journey for sick kids. 24 cyclists making the 5-day journey from Grafton to Ronald McDonald House in Newcastle. It's the 21st year of the annual ride.
We always say, for us, a little bit of pain riding up the back of hills or whatever, once we stop, we get well. Whereas the families and kids here, they've got to push through for days and days, sometimes weeks and weeks, sometimes years.
So far, more than $140,000 has been raised for Ronald McDonald House. Newcastle musicians today joined forces to raise funds for mental health. The Minds Matter Music Festival designed to start conversations.
We've all lost people. We watch people struggle all the time. We just want to help our community by doing something positive.
Money raised goes to Headspace and mental health music charity Listen Up. After 98 years in business, Davies Shoes at Mayfield will shut its doors in the coming weeks. 81-year-old owner Ivor Davies making the tough decision to retire on his terms after 6 decades in the store.
The customers, we've got so many really genuine, personal friends, and that's what makes it. It's the interaction with the people and my passion for shoes that make it such a great life.
A sale is underway to clear remaining stock. It's faced cancellations for cost and weather reasons in recent months, but today the Cessnock Stomp made a comeback. Festival goers kicking off their shoes for the trademark event, the Grape Crush.
Ready, set, stomp.
Off you go.
Go, you have 2 minutes. An age-old tradition returning to Hunter Valley wine country. 6 competitors going foot to foot.
The best 2 minutes of your life.
Are you guys a team or?
We're sisters, so no, we're competitive.
Squashing 2 kilograms of grapes, the name of the game.
Oh, this one's more of a shuffle forward. Oh, I'm loving that. That's actually working well.
After time was up, the scales came out. Beck Devencorn winning, making 875 grams of juice.
I used my big feet to push against the barrel.
Next up, the juniors.
Oh, the jumping technique. You're like a kangaroo.
Little feet and lots of energy, making for bumper results.
It felt weird, squishy, I don't know. It's just fun.
5-year-old Finley taking out the win, scoring a Hunter Valley monopoly. Then, with shoes and socks off and pants rolled up, it was my turn to step up to the bucket. They say the secret to pulling off a win is just having big feet. But for the rest of us, it all comes down to technique and style.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's not rigged. 683.
We have a winner.
The event also celebrating local winemakers.
To teach wine making, we need to make a product at the end of the day, so that's why we also sell tape wine.
Risa Utama, NBN News.
Looking at the weather, wild winds across the Hunter today, thanks to that polar blast. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, Donald Trump scraps Kamala Harris's security ahead of a tour of the US. The mother of murdered Newcastle woman Mackenzie Anderson launches a petition for sentencing changes. And Australia in its worst whooping cough outbreak in decades.
put floorboards on the ceiling.
The Upside Down Room. Whoa! Sunday, 7 o'clock on 9.
The plush sofa sale has been extended with up to 50% off selected leather and fabric sofas, recliners and modulars. Save up to 50% off at the plush sofa sale, extended until Sunday.
Think sofas, think plush.
With a house frame made from true core steel, your home is ready for a full life. For a home that's built to last. Choose the inner strength of true core steel.
You need a bigger place.
Always sell before you buy.
No, buy first, then sell.
Dream big.
Don't overextend yourself.
Always check the pipes.
You need a bigger place.
Buy first.
Investment property.
Don't overextend yourself.
Unsure about your next property move? An ANZ home loan specialist can help you navigate your options. We'll help you get to a good place.
I need you. I need you every single day and I want you. I want you every single way and
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
40th birthday. Excellent choice. Now, let's talk Father's Day.
How do you spell secretary?
Father's Day, made by 1+U. Drill driver kit, great value at $99.98, available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Ryobi.
Hey, hon, I was thinking that we could order some.
No need, my darling. I prepared a delectable, sticky pork stir fry. Did you get the paper towels?
Honey, did you buy the paper towels?
Yes.
Get some pork on your fork. What?
The Nick Scali winter sale has been extended with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40%, extended until Sunday at Nick Scali.
Mornings fast and furious? Try Hungry Jack's new Angry Brekkie Wrap and Barista Made Cap. Angry onions, spicy salsa and a hash brown all wrapped up. The Angry Brekkie Wrap and Cap. Morning start at Hungry Jack's.
The mother of murdered Newcastle woman Mackenzie Anderson has started an online petition calling on the state and federal governments to enact minimum sentencing laws when apprehended violence orders are breached. Tabitha Ackrett's petition comes in the wake of a decision by the Court of Criminal Appeal not to increase Tyrone Thompson's prison sentence. Thompson fatally stabbed Miss Anderson at least 78 times in 2022. He was jailed for a minimum of 15 years. The petition has already garnered more than 12,000 signatures. Newcastle Council says March for Australia organisers have not consulted with them ahead of its anti-migration rally planned for tomorrow. Council says it does not have an event authorisation for the use of Foreshore Park or any other location, adding it, quote, supports the right to peaceful protest but does not tolerate the racism promoted by event organisers. Police say they will have a high visibility presence. It was far from a clean getaway for a group of alleged home invaders in Sydney's southwest, with police pinning their car to a tractor. But now the investigation has made a dramatic turn. Authorities believe it's linked to the city's ongoing underworld war.
Just past midnight in Guildford, and a group of uninvited guests arrive. One by one, they walk to the front door, but don't bother knocking. Police say what follows is 2 minutes of madness. The group allegedly trash the house, but leave the 4 residents unharmed. As they escape, they're accused of smashing cars, one with a hammer, another with a plank of wood. Both are significantly damaged. Similar story for the house. But as they jump into an allegedly stolen Mercedes to leave a dark street, they don't realise police aren't far behind. After a short chase, authorities pin them to a tractor on a dead-end dirt road in Prospect. 5 arrests, 2 boys, 16 and 17, plus 3 18-year-olds. Those 5 alleged offenders were brought here to Granville Police Station and questioned this morning, but here's where the story gets interesting. 9 News can confirm authorities are investigating if this wasn't some one-off random attack and possibly linked to Sydney's criminal underworld. That front door that was kicked in this morning was being pounded by police just 4 days ago. Raided only hours after the arrest of the 19-year-old resident charged over the alleged shooting murder of bodyguard Dawood Zachariah in Granville earlier this year. Police told a court at the time underworld figure Samimjan Azari, who was sitting next to him, was the intended target. It's too early to know if this was a retaliation attack, but either way, authorities have now charged 4 of those 5 teens.
Alex Heinke, NBN News.
US President Donald Trump has cancelled Secret Service protection for former Vice President and 2024 election rival Kamala Harris. Former Vice Presidents usually receive 6 months of protection after leaving office. President Joe Biden had extended that for Harris to 1 year until January 2026. The US Court of Appeals says Donald Trump's tariffs are mostly unconstitutional but can remain in place for now. The court ruled the president was not legally allowed to declare national emergencies or impose import taxes on almost every country. The decision will not take effect until the 14th of October, giving the Trump administration time to take the case to the Supreme Court. Thailand's Constitutional Court has dismissed the country's Prime Minister for an ethics violation after only a year in power. Paetong Tan Shinawat said she was seeking to safeguard the country's interests during the phone conversation with Cambodia's former leader, which led to the decision. Australia is facing its worst whooping cough outbreak in decades. More than 57,000 cases were reported last year, the highest total since 1991. Pregnant women, parents and carers are being urged to get vaccinated, protecting newborns from the highly infectious and potentially deadly disease. Coming up next, shocking vision released of Woolies workers attacked, the push to better protect retail staff. Looking back 20 years on from the US's most costly natural disaster and the unlikely lawbreaker behind the wheel of this car.
"30 years ago, Fred Hollows set up the Fred Hollows Foundation to make sure his vision of ending avoidable blindness would live on after he was gone. By leaving a gift in your will, you will create your own legacy and help Fred's vision live on. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Thank you, Fred.
To learn more, visit hollows.org or call 1-800 352 352.
Oh, okay, this.
We're still up for ice skating, or is that on hold?
Thank you. We'll take it.
ANZ Falcon technology learns from thousands of data points on your transactions, so it can help spot the difference between you and fraud. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
Bills piling up for hard-working Australians when they could be comparing and saving. A warning, this footage contains financial decisions some may find disturbing.
Mrs. Lee, you haven't compared insurance or energy bills for years.
I'm flat out with this lot.
You can... Thank you. You can get help, you know. Look.
That's a wake-up call.
It pays to compare.
Simples.
All right, Gork, you weirdo. Commence the scamalatch.
Oh, child strong.
Painful sore throat ruining your day? Turn it around with Strepsils. Strepsils Extra helps kill bacteria and numbs pain fast. For effective relief, try Strepsils.
The Nick Scali winter sale has been extended with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40%, extended until Sunday at Nick Scali.
At Red Energy, there's a human behind every headset, ready to support you with service when it matters most. It's just one of the reasons we're CanStar Blue's most awarded energy retailer. Make the switch to Red today.
With Aware Super's retirement income account, you can stop working and keep earning. Tax-free. With super advice and super returns, Aware Super helps you find your rhythm of retirement. That's super helpful.
Block drains? Don't stress. Fluid Plumbing will dispatch a plumber to you the same day when you call before midday. With our high-pressure blaster and remote camera, we'll clear your block drain for just $99. Block drains cleared fast.
Give us a call today.
Shocking video has been released of the violence retail workers are facing at the hands of customers every day. It's been released by one of our major retailers, which is demanding action as the number of incidents rise. It's a scourge and a national shame. Retail workers punched in the head, kicked and assaulted, even threatened with knives, all trying to do their job.
I've had one of my stores held up 5 people trying to find tobacco and cash, and it's just not good enough. Our team is fearful to come to work.
Woolworths releasing these videos to shock our leaders into action as rates of violence climb. More than 800,000 incidents recorded last year by the National Retailers Association. In New South Wales, violent events against retail workers have gone up 11% in just the last 6 months. The state government has already increased jail terms and penalties for offenders.
There are 136 people who've been charged, and at the moment there are 25 people who are currently serving a custodial sentence.
But major retailers are calling on the government to go a step further and introduce laws that would prevent known offenders from re-entering a store.
Workplace protection orders have been shown to be effective in the ACT. We've seen a dramatic drop in repeat offenders. Facial recognition can be a part of this solution.
And the government says it's open.
We have to consider all options. For teenagers, this is their first job working in retail, and to be abused, to be assaulted, to be stalked, intimidated is absolutely disgraceful.
Retailers hoping that change will come sooner rather than later. Elizabeth Bryan, NBN News. Turning overseas now, and Ukraine has officially opened its National Military Memorial Cemetery with a burial for unknown soldiers. President Zelensky attending the ceremony and paying his respects. It comes as Ukraine destroyed 2 bridges inside Russia by using drones to hit stashes of ammunition hidden by Russian forces. The devastating toll wouldn't become clear for days, but from the moment Hurricane Katrina struck, America's Gulf Coast would never be the same. Tonight, 20 years on from the catastrophic storm which killed almost 1,400 people, New Orleans has paused to remember.
Music is in the fabric of this city. And on the streets of New Orleans, jazz has been part of the healing, a community coming together 2 decades on from the costliest disaster in US history. August 2005, Hurricane Katrina barreled into America's Gulf Coast.
This is what it's like in downtown New Orleans.
A monster Category 3 storm, but it would be days before the horrifying toll became clear. 80% of the city flooded, entire neighbourhoods wiped.
We are seeing scenes like this one throughout the city. This is a family that's stuck on a balcony here.
With a fast-mounting death toll and millions of people displaced, the US government was accused of sitting on its hands. Lieutenant General Russell Honore was brought in to lead the army response.
I saw a lady pushing a toddler in a shopping cart
with water up to its chest. And I knew we had to hurry up.
They've been predicting a catastrophe of this proportion in New Orleans for years, but still that didn't make them any more ready.
Former US Bureau Chief Robert Penfold led Nine's coverage on the ground alongside cameraman Rich Moran.
Another real moment that really plays on me is when we actually drove around the corner and we just saw thousands of people stranded, all in the streets of New Orleans, 6 days after the hurricane had gone through. I kept saying to myself, wow, is this really America?
Tonight, New Orleans pausing to remember the almost 1,400 lives lost.
We remember the survivors who came back to nothing but water and rubble, and yet still said, "This is my home. I will rebuild."
But the long road to recovery is ongoing. The storm caused close to $200 billion of damage. This city shaped by its resilience. In the United States, Lauren Tomasi, NBN News.
Prince Harry will likely meet King Charles for the first time in more than 18 months when he returns to the UK in 2 weeks, according to reports in British tabloids. The Duke of Sussex is due back in London on September 8 to attend a charity event. He is not expected to meet with his brother Prince William. A drink-driving pensioner has smashed through a bike shed in her SUV, flying into the sea off New Zealand's Waiheke Island. The car quickly began to sink, but the 73-year-old woman was able to pull herself out and was helped by witnesses at a nearby ferry terminal. 2 Aussie lads have made history, believed to be the first brothers to run from the top of the UK to the bottom. Nicknamed the Lambros, they first made headlines last year after running from Perth to Melbourne. Now they've taken on a new challenge, completing the gruelling 1,600-kilometre journey from the north of Scotland to Land's End in Cornwall, England. Their mission, raising much-needed funds for cancer research. And speaking of missions, there's been triumphant tears in Cairns today as the McLean brothers from Scotland completed their incredible journey across the Pacific Ocean. 4 months of non-stop rowing, finishing with a warm embrace and bagpipes.
A flurry of flares and a fitting end to an open sea odyssey. The brothers McLean, Jamie, Lachlan and Ewan, with some big brotherly love and reunions a long time coming. A sea of tears after being oceans apart, a bagpipe brigade, a warm welcome back to dry land.
There's been really tough times and there's been euphoric moments.
140 days and 9,000 miles.
They're pretty gnarly at the moment. My feet are in bits. Yeah. My is in bits. Honestly.
From Peru to Cairns, raising more than $1 million for clean water projects in Madagascar, navigating treacherous Pacific swells that even knocked Lachlan overboard.
Huge wall of water came in from off the port side of the boat. Next moment, I'm looking at the back of the boat, looking at the stern.
They weren't alone, though. Hollywood royalty came along for the ride.
Oh, yes!
Golden Globe winner Ewan McGregor, action superstar Mark Wahlberg.
I couldn't be more inspired by what you guys are doing. The grit, the determination.
Mark Wahlberg wants to chat tomorrow, and we're like, what?
A slight trip, getting the land legs will take some time.
Very, very strange feeling. Everything's kind of wobbling about.
Now time to rest before heading to Sydney and whatever next adventure awaits. Ned Balm, NBN News.
It's time for sport now with Montana Claire, and the Raiders have locked in the top spot, Tan.
Good evening, Jane. Yes, the Green Machine are minor premiers style, now turning their focus to the finals. Plus, Trent Robinson tells the Roosters to keep their Rabbitohs. And can the Cowboys wrangle the Broncos in Saturday night footy?
Harvey Norman 10% in gift cards this weekend only. Spend $500 or more on selected products and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. Temporary promotion bonus gift cards valid for 1 month only from date of issue. Hurry, this weekend only.
I met this nice lady today. She gave me this pack of cards. She said it's a game, a very powerful game, designed to play with your family, to facilitate a deeper conversation.
Did you have to pay for it?
No.
Oh, let's play. Get together and have a tasty conversation. Live better with Medibank.
Okay, Armatron. Pull that deceiver lever. Blocked by Telstra. Oh, what a surprise. I don't even know what that is.
Experience Mediterranean Highlights Cruise from $3,999 per person, including flights. Visit timeless Rome, then board a 7-night Princess Cruise to the Amalfi Coast, the Greek islands and more. Search Trip a Deal now.
Where am I? The year 1714. If my brothers hear the slightest whisper of a freezer, they'll kill him.
What if you never find her? I will.
Painful sore throat ruining your day? Turn it around with Strepsils. Strepsils Extra helps kill bacteria and numbs pain fast. For effective relief, try Strepsils.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
The award-winning Nissan X-Trail, now even better value, with ST two-wheel drive available from $39,990 drive away, all backed by Australia's only 10-year, 300,000-kilometre warranty. Head into your local Nissan dealer today.
The plush sofa sale has been extended with up to 50% off selected leather and fabric sofas, recliners and modulars. Save up to 50% off at the plush sofa sale, extended until Sunday.
Think sofas, think plush.
Go Harvey Norman. Shop mobiles and computers with no deposit, 36 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $400. Update your tech with no deposit, 36 months interest-free from Latitude and get a bonus $50 gift card for every $500 you spend. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed amount $500. T's and C's, charges and exclusions apply. Equal monthly payment plan and monthly credit card fee currently $10.95 applies. Don't miss no deposit, 36 months interest-free from Latitude at Harvey Norman now.
Go!
The Raiders were written off before a ball was kicked this season. Now they're the minor premiers. Canberra claiming the shield with a 24-10 win over the Tigers, and Ricky Stewart says the underdog story won't end here.
Reward for a superb season.
The 2025
The Raiders say it's just the start.
The big one's yet to come. That's the one that you'll want to win.
The Canberra crowd came for silverware. They haven't won the minor premiership since 1990.
I thought it was good pressure for the younger players, and it's good pressure for us overall in regards to how we handled it.
Ethan Stranger's ball running, damaging defenders.
The next 5-6 weeks is just going to be a great bonus.
Sam Jordan, NBN News.
Manly needs a miracle to make the top 8, and
highlight reel.
There's a lot of little things there that are incredibly impressive.
That have descended into chaos.
We've crossed the line a few times in those games and that, but our path's pretty clear. We know what we want out of this season, and next week's critical for that.
Adding extra spice, the Brandon Smith saga. The Rabbitoh is facing drugs and gambling charges, and his former Roosters teammate Victor Radley has been caught up in the investigation.
He used to play for this club. You spend time with them, you care for them, and I don't see that distracting us from what we're doing.
The Tricolours crashing the party in Craig Bellamy's sixth. The bunker overturning what looked to be a match-winning New Zealand try.
That's a knock on every day of the week. We should not have been in that situation through the way we played.
Luke Duffy, NBN News.
the Sharks' loss is the Titans' gain. Craig Fitzgibbon back.
Job is such a good guy.
Hannay has signed a 3-year deal, replacing Des. This can leap the Warriors into fourth on the ladder with a win over the Cowboys in 9 Saturday night footy. Brad Fittler has the latest.
Tonight's game we see the North Queensland Cowboys up against the Brisbane Broncos. The 10-year reunion of the 2015 Grand Final. What a game that was. Jonathan Thurston kicking the field goal to break the hearts of the Brisbane Broncos. Tonight, though, Jason Taumalolo leading this Cowboys side. They'll be very competitive. They were great against the Tigers last week. But the Brisbane Broncos, too much to play for. The opportunity to sneak into the top 4, and then they're in charge of their own destiny. I'm going to go to Broncos with Ben Hunt being the star.
The Dragons' NRLW finals hopes are still alive, in 16 down against the Warriors to get home by 8 points. No such luck for the Tigers, losing to the Raiders 17-16 in Golden Point. Sharing 3 flags with his son's coach from their Richmond days, Dan Rioli is one of just few Suns players with premiership experience heading into Gold Coast's first ever AFL finals match. The defender confident the club's underdog status will work in their favour against the Dockers in Perth.
Everyone's expecting them to win, and everyone's probably expecting us to lose. So the pressure's on them really to win. So we'll go out there, we'll give it a hot crack, and I mean, this group is pretty special, and I can't wait to see it out there.
Gold Coast heads to WA on Friday. After the break, Aussie tennis player Priscilla Hon still smiling after bowing out of the US Open.
'40th birthday. Excellent choice. Now, let's talk Father's Day.
How do you spell secateurs?
Father's Day, made by OnePlus-U.
18-volt line trimmer kit, great value at $2.29. Available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Ryobi.
Get 2 Specsavers hearing aids for the price of none. You heard right, $0 cost to you. Specsavers has got you covered, so book a hearing appointment today. Conditions apply under the Australian Government Hearing Services Program. Standard range only.
Toyota.
Go full throttle with Autobarn, your home of oils. Accelerate Rewards members save 40% on this Penrite HPR Diesel 10. Members also save 40% on this Newlon Apex Plus oil. Autobarn.
All for the drivers!
At Spotlight, save a massive 20 to 50% off a huge selection across the store, including Manchester home decor, fabric and sewing. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it. Discounts apply to regular product prices. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
At Solarhard, we're proud to be leading Australia's solar charge, helping smart Aussies make a real difference to the planet, cutting their energy bills and connecting them to their smart energy future. Get smart. Get Solarhard.
All-electric Toyota BZ4X.
Hey Toyota, take us to Evie's Park.
Route guidance will start now. Available now with a 1.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance. Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
Done.
Strepsil's Triple Relief formula helps to soothe your sore throat, relieve a chesty cough, and chest congestion. For chesty cough relief, try Strepsils.
Your internet working?
You know it is, Lynn. You know it is.
You're not jumping ahead on our show, are you?
I'm shaking at the accusation, Lynn. See, that's not the wind.
Well, you want to watch it together?
Spoiler alert. Let's binge.
The Nick Scali winter sale has been extended with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40%, extended until Sunday at Nick Scali.
Harvey Norman 10% in gift cards this weekend only. Spend $500 or more on selected products and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. Temporary promotion bonus gift cards valid for 1 month only from date of issue. Hurry, this weekend only.
This report brought to you by Cox Mowers. Cox, proudly engineered Aussie tough for over 70 years.
Priscilla Hon's dream run at the US Open is over, beaten by American Ann Lee in the third round in straight sets. But the Aussie qualifier couldn't help but smile afterwards, claiming a career-best Grand Slam result.
You play the sport since I've been playing it since I'm 5, and it's 22 years. So it's definitely a lot of Sweat, hard work and tears, and obviously a lot of happy moments.
Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic are both into the fourth round. Alex de Minaur gets his chance tomorrow morning. The Wallaroos are bracing for a game they admit will decide their World Cup campaign up against the United States tomorrow. If they win, they're into the quarterfinals.
Every time we meet up, we're both passionate sides and we both want to go out there and win. I think we've gone pretty tit for tat against each other in the last 2 years. So yeah, it'll be a great spectacle on Saturday.
Desiree Miller has been cleared to play despite a head knock in her hat-trick performance against Samoa. An upset in the Shute Shield final, Warringah surprising minor premiers East 37-24 to become the champions of Sydney Club Rugby. Rats fans streaming onto Leichhardt Oval at full time to celebrate with the players. The title is Warringah's second in its 62-year history and its first since 2017. The Hunter Wildfires capped off their 2025 campaign yesterday with the club's awards night. Bruce Cooker-Peterson was named the men's best and fairest for his role in taking the side to the semi-finals. Kaya Little won the women's first grade player of the year, while Veronica Cosmida took out the top gong for the premiership winning Division 2 side. The success of the women's program culminated with Emma Bradford becoming the first female to be named Wildfire of the Year. The Goannas' 9-game winning streak will be put to the ultimate test next week when they take on Maitland for a spot in Newcastle Rugby League's grand final. Cessnock winning their way through to the major semi-final with a classy 26-12 win over Wyong today.
On a 2-month winning streak and celebrating Sam Atthorpe's 150th game, Cessnock was full of momentum heading into today's qualifying final. Wyong jumping at an opportunity to stunt it. Their lead didn't last long, Joe Woodbury crashing over for the first try of the afternoon. A collision at the back leading to a train wreck for Wyong, Woodbury strolling over for his second of the day. The Roos bouncing back through their 5-8, Luke Sharp cutting shapes up the middle to leave Cessnock's defence on the ropes, Townsend finishing it off to make it a 2-point ball game at the break. Luke Huth re-establishing his side's buffer 90 seconds into the second half. Angus Ernst stepping his way in for the Goannas' fourth of the afternoon. Quinton Fui keeping the Roos in the game. Cessnock with the final say, securing a 26-12 win and setting up a date with the minor premiers.
Finally get a crack at Maitland in the final, so we've been waiting for this for a couple of years, so here we go next week.
Jack Howard, NBN News.
The Knights women will be without Kayla Romanak in tomorrow's clash against the Sharks, serving a one-match ban. In her place, prop Grace Giampino is set to make her NRL debut off the bench.
She's been playing really good in the Harvey space, and the Harvey girls are going really good, so they're still sitting on top of the table.
Newcastle's women are coming off 2 straight losses, but a win in Sydney would see them jump Cronulla on the ladder for 4th. Disaster averted for Valentine FC, the Phoenix prevailing in today's final NPL playoff against West Wallsend to avoid relegation. The Bluebells' pursuit of a fairy tale promotion took a huge hit in the 32nd minute, giving away a penalty for a handball. Scott Pettit made no mistakes to give his side a 1-0 lead at the break. The skipper then doubled that just before the hour mark.
He's got a double. Easy as you like. He stood on the penalty spot and delivered.
Valentine went on to win 4-0. Newcastle's Australian Ice Hockey League season is over. The North Stars falling to the Melbourne Ice in today's preliminary final. Down 2-0 at the first break, Newcastle rallied to get back to level pickings midway through the second period. It's as close as the side got to the lead, Melbourne advancing to the grand final with a 6-4 win. To Newcastle Netball and Nova Thunder are through to their first Tri-Series Championship Grand Final, setting up a showdown with the 6-time defending champs West next Saturday. Nova this afternoon defeating last year's Grand Finalist Norths in a close 51-42 battle. Jane, that's our look at sport.
Nice one. Thanks, Tam. Thankfully, the wild winds have eased. We'll check all your details next.
Can the Broncos make top 4, or will the Cowboys spoil
Try now.
Are you RSV wise? Many people don't realise, but respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, can be serious for older adults. It is a common contagious virus that spreads easily. Whilst often mild with cold-like symptoms, RSV can affect the lungs, which may lead to shortness of breath, wheezing, breathing difficulties, pneumonia, and even hospitalisation. Get RSV wise and talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
We're told bladder leaks mean decline. Really? It's time to rethink bladder leaks. Tenner.
Spring's a good time for a fresh start. A comfy new bed. A fun chair. A space that just feels right. So make the most of long afternoons. With styles you love, at prices you'll love even more. From fantastic furniture. In one of our 88 stores or online.
Fantastic! And now from beehives to sweet savings. Car enthusiast Chris, who switched to Yui and saved $590 on his car insurance.
It was a real buzz.
Shop around. Try Yui.
Yui, you insured.
Avita Motorhomes and Caravans, the longest-serving motorhome manufacturer in Australia, are celebrating 60 years since our humble beginnings. And to celebrate, we're introducing new 60th anniversary models with an exclusive 60-month warranty, roadside assistance and capped price servicing package. Drop in to an Avita dealer or visit avitarv.com.au and experience the RV lifestyle today.
Harvey Norman 10% in gift cards this weekend only. Spend $500 or more on selected products and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. Temporary promotion bonus gift cards valid for 1 month only from date of issue. Hurry, this weekend only.
The plush sofa sale has been extended with up to 50% off selected leather and fabric sofas, recliners and modulars. Save up to 50% off at the plush sofa sale, extended until Sunday.
Think sofas, think plush.
It's Hunter Subaru's biggest ever demonstrator clearance event. Save up to $6,000 on Run-Out Forester and Outback. Plus, receive a 3-year service plan on all MY24 vehicles. This weekend, only at Hunter Subaru Maitland.
Painful sore throat ruining your day? Turn it around with Strepsils. Strepsils Extra helps kill bacteria and numbs pain fast. For effective relief, try Strepsils.
Couple of days of winter and it is going out with a bang. Gale force winds today, chilly temperatures and a light dusting of snow on the Barrington tops this morning. What a vast contrast to the taste of spring we had midweek. Now, an air mass with polar origins is causing snow to reach low levels in southeastern Australia as several states shiver through that final cold blast of winter. Cloud with a low pressure system is bringing gusty winds and showers to Victoria and eastern New South Wales. Tomorrow, a broad high will cause skies to become mostly clear and for winds to calm, thankfully, leading to a frosty morning in the southeast and the interior. The high will bring a dry day to much of the country with showers in the far southeast, mainly over Tasmania. Partly cloudy today with that snow on the Barrington tops, 5 to 6 centimetres reported at Pole Blue this morning. We have had damaging winds gusting up to 96 kilometres an hour this morning at Nobby's Head. The range there today, 9 to 19, 20 the top at Williamtown, 7 to 18 today at Singleton. Tomorrow is looking a whole lot better, sunny with areas of morning frost and light winds. 6 to 19 for Newcastle, 20 for Toronto, 4 to 20 for Maitland tomorrow, 1 to 19 at Muswellbrook and -3 to 11 for the Barrington tops. Coastal waters information for tomorrow, a strong wind warning, southwesterlies up to 30 knots, seas at 3 metres with a 5 metre swell. The sun to rise at 6:11 and set at 5:36, and the forecast for Newcastle, Monday, the first day of spring, sunny with light winds. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a slight chance of a shower about the lower Hunter. Top of 21 for Monday and Tuesday, reaching 24 on Friday. The outlook for Scone, partly cloudy for Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures in the low to mid-20s this week. And finally for Gosford, a top of 19 degrees from tomorrow through till Tuesday. Slight chance of a shower on Tuesday.
And that is the NBN News. Saturday night footy is next with the Cowboys up against the Broncos. Thanks for your company from all the team here. Enjoy your evening. Good night.